everybody. Today's second section Wednesday. Welcome to the class. Okay. All right. I believe last week we went up to the second striking tiger. So today's going to be turn body, right heel kick, and maybe twin fist, boxing opponent's ears. Okay. All right. So anybody have any questions before we start? Okay, that's a no. All right, so let's start from cross hands, and we'll go all the way up to the second striking tiger. Okay? All right, so from cross hands, make sure your feet are shoulders width apart, feet point straight, arms are crossed, make sure you got your body shape. Then we go to embrace the tiger, return to the mountain. Roll back. Press. Push. Fist under elbow. Step back, repulse the monkey. 1. 2. 3. 4. Diagonal flying. 5. Raise hands. Step forward. White crane spreads its wings. Left knee brush. Needle at the C bottom. Fan through the back. Turn body. Chop with fist. Parry, block, and punch. Step up, grasping the bird's tail, ward off right. Roll back. Press. Push. Single whip. Club hands. 1. 2. 3. Single whip. High pat on horse. Right separation kick. Left separation kick. turn body, left heel kick. Left knee brush. Right knee brush. Step up and punch down. Turn body, chop with fist. Parry, block, and punch. Step up, right heel kick. Left strike tiger. Right strike tiger. Okay, how we do, everybody? Anyone have any questions? Okay, that's a no. All right. Okay, all right, so let's go on to the next movement. It's called turn body, right heel kick. We're in a bow stance to 12 o'clock, and we're going to change our direction. We're now going to be in a kicking position going to 9 o'clock, all right? So our footwork, we're in a bow stance going to the 12 o'clock direction. I want you to keep your weight on your right leg, and I want you to open up your left foot to the back corner. Shift your weight over to the left, pivot on the right heel so that it's straight to the 9 o'clock direction. I want you to stand up, and we're going to do a heel kick and bend your knee. That's it. This is easy. Okay, let's try it again from here. Okay, keeping the weight on the right leg. Open up your left foot to the back corner. Shift weight over, close the right foot, pivot on your heel. Shift to the left, stand up. Right knee should be pointing at 9 o'clock. Kick with the heel, then bend your knee. This is pretty good, right? Okay, let's try it again. All right, from here. Open up your left foot to the back corner. Shift weight to the left. Pivot on the right heel, pointing straight to 9 o'clock. Stand up on your left leg. Right knee now points to 9 o'clock. Kick, bend your knee. Yes? Tap your space bar, Lorraine. Okay, I cannot hear you. Tap your space bar.
Hold it down.
Hold it down.
Okay, there you go. Hi, Lorraine.
You have to keep holding it.
Hold down your space bar.
Oh,
Right.
okay. If you can't, I can't get my left leg to the 9 o'clock before I do the kick.
Your right leg or your right leg kicking leg or your left standing leg?
The standing leg, I can't get it all the way to the corner.
Okay. Well,
Same here.
we have to have a long conversation with it tonight. Okay. No dinner for your left leg.
You're not alone.
Okay. Okay, so what do? How can we modify this footwork if you cannot get your foot to the corner? Okay, let's see how we do that. Open up your foot. Let's say you can get it to 9 o'clock. As you shift your weight over, pivot on your left heel and point it to the corner. Okay, so let's try that again. Open open up your left foot to 9 o'clock. As you shift your weight to the left, pivot on the right heel and open up your left foot to the corner. Then stand up and kick. Okay, does that work? Yes, okay. Anybody else have trouble with this footwork?
Yes, I did, Nancy. This is Karen, and that little trick worked.
Okay. Modify any footwork that makes it workable for you. Okay. Yes, don't let the footwork, you're not being able to, open up the amount that we would like for you to open up. Don't let that stop you from doing the movement. Okay, because we can always make adjustments. Okay. All right, any other questions? Okay, let's look at the upper body. Okay, so I'm going to go this direction so you can see. So we're like this, right? Okay, when I open up my left foot, my arms are going to basically stay the same, but my body's going to turn just a little bit. Now, when I shift my weight over, I want you to bring this left arm up like it's blocking, or I want you to think of connecting with somebody. Okay, so from here we open, and then from here, as I shift my weight over, I bring up my left arm, okay, as a connection. Okay, so that's the first thing that we need to think about with the left arm. So from here, open, shifting over, left arm comes up to either block or to think of connecting. Okay, we're connecting with somebody here. Okay, so and at that point the left arm is going to stay the same, so we don't have to worry too much anymore about the left arm. So now all we have to do now is think about the right arm. The right arm has more of a function here. Okay, so let me go this direction. I need for you to think about, how do we circle our arms? So, if our arms are up here, then when we circle it down, we drop the elbows and we're kind of leading with the edge of the arms. And then when we get to 3 and 9 o'clock, then we rotate and then the palms face back. Okay. So if we have two fists like this, and we start to circle down, I'm going to start to lead with my fist tail. Yeah, so I want you to think of like we want to hammer something down. We're going to punch something downward like this, okay? So I want the hands to be facing forward, okay? Facing forward, then it's going to rotate facing back. Once we get to 3 and 9 o'clock, then we're going to change. Just like when we do cross hands, we do cross hands, we go like this, okay? And then when we get to 3 and 9 o'clock, then we rotate, and then we close our arms and we're like this. Yes? Okay, all right. So what the right arm is going to do is it's going to come down. So I'm going to lead with my fist tail. Then at 3 and 9 o'clock, as my right foot starts to close, I'm going to rotate my right arm, and it's going to cross arms. I'm going to have my kicking arms now here before I stand up. Okay? So it's going to kind of look like this. Let me show you. Open, left arm comes up to connect, right arm's coming down, pivot, rotate, cross, stand up, kick. Okay? That's what we're basically going to be doing. The one thing that most people do is they don't really pay attention to how their arms are circling downward. Even when we have a fist, they're not thinking about how the arms are circling downward. So from here, open up your left foot. Open it as much as you can, okay? Then as you shift your weight over, left arm comes up, right arm starting to rotate, palm facing forward. Okay, left arm's coming up. When the right foot starts to turn, it goes with the right arm. Then when your arms are closed, standing up, then we kick. Okay, all right, so let's try this. I'll go your direction. So from here, open. As you shift to the left, left arm comes up, right arm starting to go down. Pivot on the right heel, right arm circles down. Arms closed, now you should be in your bow stance. Stand up, still have your fists. Then from here, open up your fists and kick, bend your knee. This looks pretty good. Okay, let's try it again. From here. Open, connect, circle down, close, stand up, you still have your fists, then open up your fists and kick to the straight 9 o'clock direction. Looking direction is 9 o'clock. From here. Open up your left foot. Now, as you shift over, the looking direction is following the left arm. Now it's going to stay to the 9 o'clock direction. Standing up, keep looking at 9 o'clock. Kick, bend your knees, still looking at the 9 o'clock direction. Okay? All right, let's try it one more time. All right, turn body, right heel kick. Open. Left arm comes up, right arm's going down. Circle down as you close your foot. Stand up, kick, bend your knee. Okay, let me see you guys do this. So from right strike tiger, right foot forward, right arm on top. Okay, make sure that your arms are like you're holding a pole. So your fist eyes should be looking at each other, okay? All right, turn body, right heel kick. Open, connecting, circle down the right arm, close the right arm, stand up, kick. Okay, one more time. Ready? Turn body, right heel kick. Open. Turn, close. Stand up, kick. Okay, all right. Does anybody have any questions? Sharon, are you okay? Yeah? Okay.
Question.
Hi, Pierre.
Hello, question about looking direction, particularly at the end. Do I look across the crossed arms before I turn to look where I kick?
I'm sorry, repeat your question. Do you look?
So I'm going to cross my arms, but the crossed arms are pointing at the corner. I'm going to kick to the side. So do I look across my crossed arms and then turn my gaze when I kick?
No, we're looking at the 9 o'clock direction.
All the way. Okay.
Yeah, we're kind of looking at the 9 o'clock direction. Yeah. Okay. Any other questions? All right, let's do it. Let's try it from right heel kick. Let's do both strike tigers, and then we'll do turn body right heel kick. We'll connect these two together. So here we are at right heel kick. So right foot is at 9 o'clock. All right, left strike tiger, sit step. Go to left strike tiger. Right strike tiger. Back and turn. Back. Are you looking at the 9 o'clock direction when your arms open? When you step, look at 12 o'clock. Turn body. Right heel kick. How's this?
Much better.
I'm sorry? Not good? Who said not good? Okay. Okay, no questions? Anybody have any questions? Okay, just remember, we're all a work in progress.
Marion's trying.
I have a quick question. Sorry, I noticed when I'm doing it, I think I'm losing the timing with that right foot before I'm concentrating on the arm coming around and up. And I think I'm pulling my foot along rather than leaving it in a bow stance and then lifting it up to pose because I'm getting a little unstable. So you turn your foot forward to 9 o'clock, your right back leg. Then you gather yourself up into a step. Correct?
Okay, here, watch. I'll go your direction. Can you see my feet? Okay.
Yeah.
Open. Up, down. Close. So this arm and the right foot kind of go together.
Right. Yeah.
Stand up and kick.
Excellent.
Yeah?
Now it's good.
Okay. So again, this falls under the category of coordinating upper and lower body. We just try to do that. Okay. Any other questions? That looked pretty good, Janet. Yeah, what you did was looking pretty good. So good job. Okay, all right, so no questions, let's go on to the next movement. This is called boxing opponent's ears. Okay, so we're at this right heel kick. It's very upsetting for the dogs if your footwork is not correct. So we have to make sure that we're in a good stance with our left foot. Make sure your left foot is at the corner, okay? All right, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna pivot 45 degrees. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pivot on our left heel, we're gonna turn to the right, we're gonna pivot on our left heel so that it points straight to the 9 o'clock position. So this is a very small turn. So from here, we're gonna turn and we're gonna pivot so that it's at 9 o'clock. Now, for those of you that are not comfortable with the pivot, put your foot on the floor, put your right foot on the floor, the ball of your foot on the floor, okay? And then turn, pivot on your left heel so that it points straight. We're gonna step out for a bow stance. Then we're gonna go into our bow stance, okay? So we're going from a bow stance to 9 o'clock to a bow stance going to the corner direction, okay? So we're gonna stand up, we're gonna pivot, then we're gonna sit and step, then we're gonna move our weight forward. That's the footwork. Very, very short footwork, okay? Again, for those of you that have trouble with this turn, put your foot on the floor. You should be touching with the toes and the ball of your foot. Then pivot on your left heel so that it turns to the straight 9 o'clock direction. Step out for your bow stance, then move weight forward, okay? Anybody have any questions on this footwork? That's a no, okay. So here we are with our kicking arms. Our kicking arms are like this. When we turn, our arms are gonna rotate palm facing up. And they're gonna come inward, okay? So now they're kind of like shoulders width apart. Okay, so that means the outside edge of my hand should match the outside edge of my shoulders, okay? So from kick, we turn and we bring our arms in and rotate, okay? From here, we're gonna have our arms come down. Then when they're almost, when your elbows are getting to the point where they're gonna go behind you, I need you to take your elbows outward, and make a fist and rotate and seat your arms, seat your hands, okay? So we're like this. And we bring the arms back and down. when my elbows get to my sides, I need to take my elbows outward, make a fist, rotate my fist, and seat my fists. So now they're like this. Then from here, we're going to circle up. And I want you to think of your first knuckle, circle up, and have your first knuckle kind of lead the way. We're actually trying to punch somebody in the temple. We say boxing opponent's ears, but it's actually, we want to go for the temple shot. We want to kind of hurt them, okay? So from here, we circle down, out, make your fist, rotate your arms, seat your hands, circle up, and stop when you're about the distance of your head, okay? About the distance of your head. So here I want you to think of, you know, somebody, we can grab them and bring them in. We're bringing them in towards our body, and then we circle around and we hit them in the head. Actually, we're hitting them in the temples, okay? So that's basically what we're doing with this movement. Does anybody have any questions on the arms?
Can,
Okay.
can
You're muted.
You're muted again.
Could you quickly review the turning of the fist, the seating? I'm having a little trouble getting that.
Yeah, that's kind of tricky. That's kind of tricky. Okay. All right. So this is what I want you to do.
Okay.
I want you to kind of swing, 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 and seat your wrist. Swing, seat. Swing, seat.
Okay. I think I have it.
Okay, so down, start making your fist when your elbows get to your sides. Start making your fist, then rotate. So what Michael likes to show is kind of this kind of throwing,
More of a circle.
okay? More throwing like a circle, like this, like this. Oh, okay, so he's showing this. Do it like this. Okay, so we have this kind of circle. Okay, this kind of circle going around. Okay, so from here, down, point it down a little bit more. Make your fists, elbows kind of come out, rotate, seat your arms, seat your wrists, then come up. But I don't want you to stop at the bottom. Okay, I'm showing this to you for the purpose of your being able to see the rotation of the arm and how we sit here. Then we come up. So basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to come down, make our fists, circle up and around.
Could you turn and face the camera so we can see how the wrists go? Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so we're like this. Down, out, around, circle up, and punch. So make sure your arms are kind of rounded, okay? They're kind of rounded. And these two first knuckles, your index knuckles, should be pointing down so that we can hit somebody in the temple. And aim for your own temple height, all right? Don't think of somebody too high. Think of somebody your own size, okay? You know that saying, pick on somebody your own size? Well, that's what we do.
So Nancy, this is Marion again. When you've made your fist and seated it, you just then bring your arm straight up at that point, correct?
No.
You don't do any more turning of the fist.
What we're doing is we're coming in and we're going around and then we're circling up and around.
So once, okay, so it's one movement at that point.
It's one movement The movement,
Okay.
once the movement begins, you're moving until it ends.
Right.
So I want you to think of, okay, so we're like this, right? We sit and we step. As you move to the center, I want your arms to come down and then get ready to punch, then move, 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 circling up and around.
Okay.
To
Thank
go
you.
into your bow stance.
Okay. Thanks.
Pierre, you have a question? No? You're just looking. You're looking, intently looking, aren't you? Okay, this is good. All right. Sometimes you can't get close enough to the monitor to really see. It's just kind of, kind of that thing. Okay, so we're like this, right? So we sit and we step. As you move your weight to the middle, arms come down and make your fist rotate. Keep moving now till you get into your bow stance and stop. So what I want you to think about, what Michael likes people to think about is from here, we just swing and hit, swing and hit, swing and hit. So we're going around, yeah, two arms, around, okay? And remember, the Young family say that before we are ready to do something, we're in position. So I don't want you to come around, and then change your fist. So we need to make sure we're seated here so that we could then just circle up and we're in the right position, okay? All right, so let's try this. From right heel kick, I'll go your direction. So from right heel kick. All right, when you turn, remember both arms, rotate palm facing up. Sit, step. Circle down your arms. Make your fist, you're in the middle. Circle up and around and go into your bow stance. This is boxing opponent's ears. All right, one more time. From right heel kick. Turn, both arms pointing facing up. Sit, step. Circle down. Move weight. Punch. How's that?
Good.
Okay, so we have a little issue. All right. So one of the common flaws of this movement is when people circle their arms, then they go into this position. Okay. I need your arms to be more rounded. Okay, need your arms to be more rounded. See, Bella says she agrees, okay? Yes, they're trying very hard, okay? They're doing their best, all right. And the other thing I need for you to think about are your elbows. Yes, I'm telling them about their elbows right now. Okay, thank you for the reminder. Okay, so what we need to do is keep the elbows, the shoulders down, okay? They're gonna be feeling up just like they're up when we're like this or we're like this, right? You feel a little bit more up than when you're like this, okay? But the elbow is still pointing down. So when you're in this position, don't have your elbows up. Keep your elbows down. Yes. Okay, we're going to try it now, okay? All right, so from right heel kick. All right, turn. Sit, step. Now we're going to think of the elbows. Circle down, out and around. Keep that elbow down. Punch. Okay, now there's a difference between elbows that look like this and elbows that look like this. See the difference? This and this. Okay, so if you swing your arm around, your arm should look like this, not like this, like this. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, let's try it again. From right heel kick. All right, boxing opponent's ears. Turn, sit, step, circle, punch. Okay, let me see you guys do this. From right heel kick. All right, turn body, boxing opponent's ears. Okay, all right, so everybody stop. your timing for this movement is if you turn and you turn like this, watch my arms. This is not correct. The moment you turn, our arms rotate. The moment you turn, the arms rotate. Okay? All right, try that again. From right heel kick. Turn. Sit step. Go. Boxing opponent's ears. Okay, this looks much better. All right. So I haven't seen anybody do this yet, but I'm just going to state this just for the record. Another flaw people have when they do this movement is they'll do it like this. I'll go this direction. Okay. So they'll kick and they'll go like this. Okay, so this is right. This is right. Then they'll do this. See how my arms now are behind my body? Okay, my elbows are behind me. We try not to have our elbows go past our sides. So when you do this movement, we need to make sure that the elbows, the hands, in order for our elbows to remain at our sides, our elbows have got to go out a little bit. They've got to go out a little bit and get this rounded shape here and sit. Then do this movement, okay? So try not to get your elbows behind yourselves, because now we're breaking a couple of rules here. No longer chest is sunk, back is no longer round, and we've overextended ourselves back here. Okay, it gives you a better swinging range, but we also need to make sure that we're thinking about the essentials, okay? So let's try this again. From right heel kick. All right, turn, rotate your arms. Sit step. Okay, arms come down and in. Have your elbows go out, make your fists, seat your hands, and punch. Okay, let me see you guys do this. All right, turn body. Boxing opponent's ears. Okay. Okay, that looks pretty good. All right, so let's take it from right heel kick. We'll do striking tigers, turn body, right heel kick, boxing opponent's ears. So here we are at right heel kick. All right, we go to left strike tiger. Right striking tiger. Make sure you look to the left when you drop your left arm. Look to the 12 o'clock when your foot steps out. Punch. Turn body. Right heel kick. Boxing opponent's ears. Turn. Sit step. Circle. Punch. How's that? Yes? Anybody have any questions? Anybody sweating?
Yeah.
You're sweating because it's hot outside.
Yes.
Plus you're sweating because you've done a lot of work today. Okay, we're using a lot of muscles when we stand up to kick, and you know, we're turning, we're thinking a lot maybe about our balance, making sure that we maintain our sense of balance, okay? So if you're sweating, that's good, and if you're not, it's okay too, all right? So anybody have any questions on anything we've done so far? Okay, your job is to practice these two movements. Remember that when you do turn body, right heel kick, I'm looking at how is this right arm coming down? How's this right arm coming down? Okay. For boxing opponent's ears, I'm looking for a couple of things. When you turn, I'm looking for this rotation. The moment you turn, these arms turn with you. Then I'm looking at your elbows. I'm looking at your elbows, okay? Or your elbows up or your elbows down. They will be up, but this is different. This slant is different than this slant. This is different from this, okay? So pay attention to those few things, and these movements should feel pretty good for you, okay? All right, we'll close class for today. Just want to remind you that, let's see, today's Wednesday. Tomorrow at 11:30, Ed Juan is going to lead the saber and sword practice. He's going to start off with saber. So for those of you that were at Michael's saber class on Saturday, Ed's going to go up to the Qixing, the 7 stars. He'll practice that a few times. He'll go through actually the whole form after that. And then for those of you that know the sword, then he'll practice the sword form with you a couple of times. Then on Friday, I forget what we have on Friday. Oh, third section with Michael. Saturday morning, we've got the basics and fundamentals with Dee Dee at 9. Remember, like Maria said, this complements all what we're doing here. And then Kelly's going to start the beginner first section class on Monday. So you can go to Kelly's class as well as go to Dee Dee's basics and fundamentals class. Those two will be working together with building the foundation that you need. Saturday also, Judy's practices at 10:30, going over the first section, second section, and third section. And then Michael's saber class will be at 4 o'clock. Sunday, we'll have our practice. Oh, I get to lead the practice this Sunday, so hope you guys get to come and join me. And if not, wherever you are, just think about us at 2 o'clock, okay? All right, so we'll go ahead and close class. So thank you very much for joining us, and have a good rest of your nice summer day. Go forth and barbecue. And you know, when you barbecue, you could be doing Tai Chi too. You can be kicking while you're flipping the burgers.
Thank you, Nancy.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
That was fun.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nancy.
Thank you. Yeah, you can do Tai Chi anywhere.
Nancy? Hey, Nancy?
Yes.